Good morning, risers. Welcome to Sunrise Fitness with the WellFit Club. I'm Camila McDonald, your personal trainer and lifestyle change coach, and I have truly been enjoying guiding you on your wellness and fitness journey so far. With each workout, we are certainly getting stronger, more toned, and more fit. But I want to ask a question before we continue. Do you think you're getting the most out of your workouts? If you're not spending enough time each week on mobility training, you're probably not reaping the full benefits of the hard work that we do together. The good news is, if you have been following our program, you certainly are. What we've been doing here is gradually increasing our range of motion with mobility exercises each week right here at Sunrise Fitness so that we can improve our flexibility, become more resilient to injury, and be better able to activate the most muscle mass for each exercise. That being said, today's workout is strength, mobility, and conditioning. You will need your mat, a pair of dumbbells, and a sturdy chair. Go grab your equipment, and I'll see you right after the break.
In need of a loan? AIM Financial is the place to go. We have loans from $20,000 to $3.3 million. Get a loan to pay school or college tuition, medical expenses, bills, fix up your house, buy furniture and appliances, repair or buy a car. And when you're done, take a vacation loan. AIM has a loan for any purpose. Call AIM today. You won't find a better deal elsewhere. Guaranteed.
Welcome back. We are going to jump right into our workout, starting with our warm-up as always. All right, so jog on the spot right here. Deep breaths in through the nose, exhale it out. Another deep breath in. And exhale it out. And just give me some marches right here. That's it. Still breathing in through the nose. Exhale it out and reach right and left and right and left and right. Big reach, good, and twist. Right and left, right and left, right and left, right and left. Back to jogging on the spot. That's it. Loosen up, get ready, wake that body up. That's it. And high kicks, double to backward lunge. And high kick, backward lunge. Very good. Keep the core nice and tight. Up, up, and down. And up, and down. Good job. 2 more here. And down. And up, and down. All right, let's raise all the way up. Toe touches. Down and up, down and up. Let's go. Down and up, down and up. 4 more. 3, 2, last one. Good. All right, rotate the hips all the way around now. Very good. And other direction. Excellent. And we're gonna do some hip openers right here. To the right, right, and then left. Step, step. Left, step, step. Right, step, step. Left, step, step. 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. Last one. Very good. All right, rotating the ankles now. Clockwise. Keep that core tight. Excellent. And other direction, anti-clockwise. Very good. And other direction, clockwise, left leg. And other direction, anti-clockwise, and march in place for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. 1. All right, let's jump right into the workout. All right, so we're gonna start with a right side lunge. So we're gonna step out to the right, sink into our hips right here, and back up. All the way over and up. That's it. Keeping your chest up, keeping your knees behind your toes. That's it. All the way down and up. That's it. Down and up. Sink into those glutes. Down and up. That's it. Down and up. 4 more seconds. 3. Give me 1 more. 2 and 1. All right, we're going to go into standing mountain climbers. Low impact first, so you're just raising your knees up, opposite hand to opposite knee. And if you can, you're going to join me for runs right here. All the way up. That's it, that's it. Climb that mountain. Almost there. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, other side. So step into the left, back up, down, back up, down, back up. Sink into those glutes. That's it. Few more seconds here. Up. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. All right, you're gonna grab your dumbbells here, getting them all the way up, and we're walking laterally, right and left, staying low in our squat. Ready and go. This is an incredible functional training exercise. Come up here, squeeze down. Very good. Squeeze down. Squeeze down. Excellent. Squeeze down. Stay low. Squeeze down. Excellent. All right, weights down, and the chair is up next. All right. So you're gonna be sitting on a chair. You're gonna extend your arms out. We're stepping on our left leg here, all right? And go. Up and down, that's it. Up and down. Good, nice and strong. Keep your core tight. Arms out. Up and down. Up and down. Last one. Up and down. Switch. Up and down. Straight into it. Up and down. Let's go. Up and down. Almost there. Up and down. 4, 3. Let's squeeze out 1 more. 2 and 1. Chair to the side. Let's get the dumbbells in front of us. We're gonna go into 4 toe tap drills, 4 jacks, okay? Remember, you can step side to side right here with your jacks if you can't do high impact. Ready? And go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent. Putting the dumbbells aside. We're going laterally again. Can you sense a theme here? And we're gonna go into bear crawls. So you're gonna go up on your toes, flat back, palms firmly on the floor. And we're gonna walk right and walk left. Ready? Let's go. Just like this, right here. And left. Very good. And let's go. Again. Again. Other side. Very good. All right, now we're going to be lying on our tummies right here. So toes are up in the air. Arms are right here by your ears. We're going to raise up, reach out, squeeze, and lower. Up, out, squeeze, and lower. Up, out, squeeze, lower. Up, out, squeeze, lower. Let's go. Up, out, squeeze, and down. Up, out, squeeze, and down. Up, out, squeeze. Last one. Up, out, squeeze, and down. Okay, so now we're gonna go into our downward dog. So you're gonna start off on all fours. Make sure that your knees are slightly behind the hips. Your hands should be shoulder width apart, and you're gonna spread your fingers out wide. You're gonna press your hands into the mat and gently tuck your toes under and take a deep inhale, and then pressing into the mat, deeply exhale. Okay, lift your knees off the floor, straighten your legs as much as you can. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, that's it. Exhale. Hold it here and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Last one, inhale and exhale. That's it. All right, so that was your first set. Take a sip of water if you need it. Recover. And we're gonna go into our second circuit. All right, remember this is strength and mobility here and conditioning. All right, so a little different from what most of our workouts are like, but a very important part of our program. So stick with it, all right? And we're gonna start with our lateral lunge right, okay? Ready? And let's go. Down and up. That's good. Down and up. This is round 2 now. You know the moves. That's it. Down and up. Excellent, guys. Down and up. Keep it going. We're getting strong with each rep. Down and up. Let's go. Down and up. Okay, we're moving into standing mountain climbers right away. Ready and go. Push it. Push it. That's it. Knees all the way up. Arms all the way up. You're climbing a mountain here, guys. We want to get to the top. Let's go. All the way up, all the way up. Stretch and reach. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, we're gonna take lateral lunges left. Ready and go. Down, raise up. Down, raise up. Good job, guys. Down, raise up. Sink into those hips. Remember to keep your knees behind your toes. Right leg is straight, left leg is bent. Good job. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, grab your dumbbells. I'm gonna go into our lateral walks. Ready, straight into it, and go. Squeeze. Squeeze. Down. Don't forget that squeeze at the end. Squeeze. Down. Up. Last one. Down. And up. All right, weights down. We're gonna go into our chair. All right, so sit up nice and tall. Right and left arm out. supporting leg is your left, reaching out with your right. Ready and go. 1. Good. 2. Excellent. Use your core, use your strength. This is seemingly a lot easier than it actually is, but you got this. All right, let's switch straight into it. Nice. Down. Balance. Very good. Up and down. Up and down. Up and down. Up and down. Let's go. Last one. Up and down. Okay, so all right, we're gonna go into bear crawls now. Okay, so again on all fours, we're gonna be up on our tippy toes, palms planted into the mat, and let's go. That's it. Keep going. Remember, flat back. Breathe. All right. Now we're gonna go into back crunches. Get ready. All right. Up on your toes. Get the palms right by the ears. And ready, go. Up and squeeze. Up, out, squeeze. Really visualize your shoulder blades right here, coming strongly into each other right here. Up, out, squeeze. Up, out, squeeze. Up, out, squeeze. Up, out, squeeze. All right, now we're gonna start with lateral lunges. Ready, up and go. We got this. Down and up. Excellent. Down and up. I want to see the strength and power, guys. Give me all the energy here. Whew, you made it all the way here with us this morning. You got this. Excellent. Good job, guys. Remember to send in your pictures of yourself working out or your videos. We want to know that you're joining us. That's it. 3, 2, 1. Standing mountain climber. Straight into it, guys. That's it, that's it, that's it. Let's go, let's go. Push it, push it, push it. You got this. Dig deep, guys. That's it. Give me all the strength, the power. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Left side. And go. And up. And up. And up. Sink into those hips. And up. And up. Excellent. And up. And up. And up. Last one. All right, grab those weights. And we're going into our lateral squat walks. Ready, nice and deep into that squat. Down and up. Down and up. Down and up. Squeeze. Down and up. Down and up. Last one. Let's squeeze out one more. That's it. All right. Weights down. Let's bring that chair out. All right, guys. We can get through this one, okay? Ready? And go. 20 seconds each side. Up and down. Up and down. Let's go. Up and down. Up and down. Up and down. Switch. Ready? And go. Up and down. 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 Last one. Up and down. All right. Chair is back. I'm gonna bring the dumbbells out. Toe taps with jacks. Ready? In 4, 3, 2, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. If you are doing low impact, right here. Okay. 1, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right, we're gonna go into our lateral bear crawl. Get ready. 3, 2, 1, straight into it, go. And other side. Notice you don't need much space for this workout or any of our workouts. You can work out anywhere at home. Keep going. I know it's burning right here. Stay with me. Woo. Almost at the end. Excellent job, guys. All right. Gonna go into our mats right here. Get ready. Almost there. And go. Up, out, squeeze. 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 Almost there. 3, 2, and 1. Let's breathe it out in downward dog. Ready? You got this. And up. Let me hear those breaths in through the nose. Exhale it out through the mouth. Inhale. And exhale it out. Inhale. Exhale it out. Inhale. Exhale it out. Inhale. Exhale it out. All right, pull down to child's pose right here. That's it. Hold it. Pull away from your shoulder blades right here and get that nice stretch. All right, we're just going to tuck the right hand under the left right here and pull and reach. Woo. Breathe it out. And we're gonna take the other side, same thing. Pull back into child's pose. Scoop under. All right, let's twist the torso right here. And other side. And let's stretch the arms right over. Very good. Let's take it up and over, same arm. And reach, lean. Excellent. Other side. Up and over. All right, let's jump up slowly. Roll up. Let your neck be the last thing to get up. Let's stretch the quads right here. Deep breath in. Exhale it out. And other side. Inhale. Exhale it out. Let's roll the neck around. And other side. Let's take 2 deep breaths. Welcome back to Sunrise Fitness with the WellFit Club. We just finished that awesome strength and mobility workout, and now it's time for our wellness tip of the day. Today's tip comes from our Eat Well pillar. So when we think about foods we should eat, we usually think about our 3 macronutrients, which are protein, fats, and carbohydrates. But today I want to shed light on a very important micronutrient and the role that it plays in helping us manage our cravings, mood, energy levels, and support our workouts. So when our bodies are in need of a specific nutrient, we often crave foods that are a good source of it. One such micronutrient that is especially associated with cravings, especially sugar cravings, is magnesium. Magnesium is an extremely important mineral needed for hundreds of biochemical reactions in the body, and it plays a key role in energy entering our cells. It helps maintain normal nerve and muscle function, it helps us support a healthy immune system, and it keeps our heart nice and strong. When we have a magnesium deficiency in the body struggles to bring energy into the cells, which leaves us feeling fatigued and craving sugar. I want you to intentionally eat foods like avocados, nuts, seeds, beans, dark leafy veggies, and bananas to make sure to get your recommended daily intake of 400 milligrams. And it gets better, especially for you chocolate lovers. Dark chocolate is a very rich source of magnesium, which may explain your strong chocolate urges. Not only is it high in magnesium, but is also full of antioxidants and rich in calcium, zinc, iron, and potassium. I want you to add unsweetened cacao powder to your smoothies and explore the various different ways that we can enjoy 100% unsweetened dark chocolate. If you can't find 100%, you can enjoy up to 70% unsweetened dark chocolate and higher. Both cacao powder and unsweetened dark chocolate are naturally sugar-free, and it won't spike your blood glucose or feed your cravings. You should also add sea moss to your smoothies every day. Sea moss is rich in many major minerals like magnesium and iron that promotes healthy bodily function. Looking forward to hearing how these small lifestyle shifts start to impact your health, and we also can't wait to see you again for another workout. And until then, I am Camila McDonald, and thank you for tuning into Sunrise Fitness with the WellFit Club.
Open a deposit account in the JN Bank Savings Streams promotion and save monthly for a chance to win an all-expenses paid trip to Peru. Enter now. The time by JN Bank Savings Streams promotion is 6 o'clock.
I'm on the sun. Oh, we're winning right now. You're winning. Say we're winning right now. Then forget that show into what we're living right now. and I'm chilling right now. Oh, we're winning right now. Our Thanksgiving right now, cause we're winning right now, yeah. I'm winning, I'm winning,
We're winning. Hey, we'll tell we're winning right now. We're winning this morning. The Mortimer Geddes Trophy on its way to 28 North Street, Kingston College, the winners of the ISA Boys and Girls Championships for 2025.
That you there talk about when you say I'm winning?
Yeah, I'm winning. We won.
I thought you were singing about winning at life and this morning.
No, I'm winning at life. I'm winning with KC. Yeah.
No, me in my zone, me never know.
No, I know you're in your loser zone. I understand. Oh, sorry. St. Catherine was also again on the podium. How many points?
Me never come to talk about that.
No, I come to talk about it.
Okay. Well, no, I'm saying I wasn't aware that that's what you came to talk.
Yeah. I always.
Okay,
Because had it been another way, I know it would have been a talk about Mario. Good morning to you, my love. Forte, Scatterway, Cetera, non potest. The brave may fall but never yield. I want to congratulate all the athletes who worked assiduously, who ran with the zeal that is Fortis, who worked hard and won strong, convincing win, an undeniable win with the indefatigable spirit. Yes.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Good morning. Also, I want to say congratulations to the Hydel ladies.
Yes.
Who won for the girls. Did very well. Second time doing it. Big up the whole of Outer Ferry.
They're really establishing their presence
as a powerhouse.
And
I really must say congratulations to the girls as well. So the Kingston College won for the 36th time, 36th title.
And the 100th
year,
anniversary.
the centenary, yes. Yeah. So it was a very momentous and auspicious occasion. And I know that, it's really anchored well with all the celebrations going on. Want to thank all the supporters. There was a sea of purple at the National Stadium over the weekend. And to all the persons who came out. So KC won with 293 points, I take it. And Hydel won for the girls with 277 points as per Shanna K's statistics.
Okay.
Right.
But tell me something. As you mentioned the points, I want to make it clear that I'm not taking a position in this. I'm merely serving up the ball so that you can knock it. Yeah. 293 points. What was the points gap in between first and second place? Why there are people who are unhappy and saying that there was possibly something awry. Was it close?
Well, it was not even close. That's the point. I think, so let me just give you, KC is in first position, Calabar second, and I think who was third?
Was it St. Jago or JC?
I think it was Jamaica College.
JC.
I think it was Jamaica College.
St. Jago was fourth, yeah?
St. Jago was fourth, yes. Okay. And on the girls' side, it was Hydel, Edwin Allen, and then I think Homewood, if I'm not mistaken, right? But as per the boys' side, I think Calabar won, finished with was it 229? I'm honestly not sure, to be honest.
So then how...
I don't understand
with that point, that sounds like a whole lot of... Because I heard arguments on Saturday night. I was on the road on Saturday night.
Casey won over 60 points.
Yeah, so I heard people suggesting that, because it's them 100th anniversary, them teeth it. And I was like...
How do you achieve 60 odd points? I don't know.
I mean, you know me, I don't really follow up the champs argument.
Yeah, let me tell you. For my issue sometimes is this, you see, Dennis, whenever Kingston College doesn't win, everything went well. It was fair, it was great. When Kingston College wins, it's always throw KC them. I don't know. Get some lawyers to, advocate for you or something. I don't know. Because if there's
all the good lawyers went to KC, what do you say?
Yeah.
I'm not
I can speak for one. I can't speak for all. I can speak for one, right? Good morning, Kings Council.
I like
one. And there was one, right? But irrespective of, and I think sometimes it is when people say these things, it's disingenuous and it's an insult to our athletes and the children who've worked really hard. If your side not win this time, them just not win this time.
Yeah. No,
and if somebody else wins, be magnanimous enough to congratulate people.
No, I would really want, I mean, a space.
Maybe, you know what? Maybe yes. Maybe what we should do is invite Mr. Wellington, who is the president, the chairman of ISA, to come and ventilate these issues.
What are the issues and why are they, you know?
Yeah, and some people just have a personal issue. Sometimes it's not founded in any facts at all. It's just their feeling. You know what I mean? And my thing is, of course, if you decide now we mega feel like a way. But that does not nullify or take away from somebody else's hard work. It's about being a good sportsman, being a good fan, because your side is not going to win all the time. I've gone to champs and Casey no win. You know, you feel a little hurt, you feel a little weak, you don't know. But you just take it in stride and take it with grace. And you big up the other side same way. You know what I mean?
60 I don't
like a half a pint. Probably the Andrew, good morning, sir. How are you?
The other champs thing I wanted to kind of understand, like I've been seeing, you know, more international students. Talk to us about, you know, that aspect of it. The local thing is getting more global. I know that St. Lucian athlete ran for St. Catherine High School very successfully for a few years, and she's a big thing now.
Yes.
Are we seeing more schools
getting athletes from over? It has always been the case.
Okay.
People have always, if you transfer or you get
within Jamaica.
Buy students.
Yeah, within Jamaica.
Yeah, but you see, but Jamaica is a hub, and remember we're the sprint factory and the sprint capital.
So now more and more countries
and because of
are
the high level of boys and girls championships, and people wanting to, I guess, probably get a pathway into the track. The best coaches are here, the best teams are here, the yam there, the food there, you see in both there, Shelley and Fraser Price.
It's like people aspiring to go to America.
Thank you very much. To achieve certain things, you understand? So when you talk about the sprint capital of the world, you talk about Jamaica. So if maybe a parent sees that their child has an affinity, I want to say, go down, Dubai. And they will come from Motherland, mad. Big up Nelson Mandela. You understand? Yeah. Amanla.
Away too.
Okay, all right. Yes, I'm loving it. And again, congratulations, Leaford Grant, and to Mr. Dave Myrie, the principal of Kingston College. And the old boys were out in their numbers. Big up to Butterella, of course, Billy Reeves, the entire class of 81. They had their reunion yesterday. And of course, big up to my husband as well. Yes, Ian Wilkinson, King's Council, Casey, you know, it was really wonderful. And it was a nice vibe. And to all the fans, to all the ladies, Tanisha tell me that she have a client named Keisha. She had a head cook and bottle washer, you know what I mean?
Really?
Oh, yeah, one of the Fortis ladies. So to all the Fortis wives, good morning to Helen Myrie, the wife to Mr. Dave Myrie. And listen, Friday.
Dave Myrie went to Casey?
No, he did not. Right, but he's a principal, wonderful principal.
No. Sometimes I know a guy who went to St. Catherine High School, but he taught math at Casey, and you wouldn't be able to tell that he didn't go to Casey. That's why I asked. I
just want the purple come in, you understand? Over the winner's circle, wear purple. I just, you understand? It just...
Big up Immaculate. Big up Immaculate.
Big up Immaculate, yes.
Big up Immaculate.
St. Andrew High School as well, yes.
Immaculate was like the corporate area champion.
Yes, I was very impressed with the girls. You know how sometimes you think, oh, Immaculate, but let me tell you, over the years,
big up the Wolves.
They've been steadily...
Astra.
Aspra. Yeah, they've been steadily growing. And when I saw them, I was very impressed with them. St. Jago as well did very well too, you know?
I was saying to somebody, as much as it pained my heart to say it, because I'm a rival, I'm a Spanish Town rival, but St. Jago, I think, overall, is the best track school. Because, hear my argument.
I'm listening.
It is extremely difficult for an institution.
What about boys and girls doing well?
To mount a significant challenge on boys champs and on girls champs, and to present both the boys and the girls at that level. Remember your school population. You're basically half a school going up against 100% of a school in terms of population. And I'm saying consistently St. Jago has been in the top 10 for both girls and boys, and we've seen they came in the top 5.
Yeah. Well, I don't think, with the greatest of respect.
Yes.
not the greatest track institution because they don't have the trophies.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. No,
but
in terms of their performances across the board.
Credible, but not the best.
Yeah.
The greatest is Kingston College, so I don't know.
Well, you will defer.
Yeah.
I'm saying my argument in terms of
I take
in
the
terms
point.
of delivering
on both sides.
On both sides.
Yes. I mean, if we had both, it would be both. But you know, it is what it is. 36 trophies, and we're still going strong. So, you know.
Big up Spanish Town.
But Spanish
Big
Town.
up Monk Street.
Yes, Monk Street. I really was quite impressed. And I like the fans and just the love. And big up to Mr. Wellington as well. And listen, Dennis, there's always room for improvement. Yeah. There's always room for growth. But I am not going to pontificate just based on my personal feelings or what me think go on. I need to get the proper facts. Yeah. And as I'm saying, don't take away somebody's glory just because your side did not win this time around. There have been times when Calabar has won, Jamaica College has won, Woolmers has won, and it is what it is, right? So just have to congratulate them. Don't try to take away somebody's glory. You know what I don't like, Dennis, and I see that we have this culture of it. We all want to be winners. Everybody wants to win. Everybody wants their child to win. But when KC win, is that a problem? Why is it a problem?
No, but I think because there's like, sometimes there's like, you know.
So
like,
if Dennis, I get 2 promotions, I say, Dennis, don't forget promotion. If I get too much promotion, but Dennis work for it though.
No, what I would say is,
Dennis, I win too much.
What I'd say to people is like, did you really go into champs thinking that you were going to win? No. Okay, so is it an anybody but KC kind of thing? And if it's that, then just admit that it's that.
So I saw actually a tweet that says he's a part of the collective, right? Anybody can be, as long as I'm a KC win. And I think that's a very dark, unsportsmanlike, unkind thing to say. But it's almost like a Nita, really? Yes. How much did Georges come, Nita? I'm asking the question. You see, questions were made. Mario, we can't ask questions around here. You know? Yeah. Happy birthday, belated.
Belatedly happy birthday to Ticulus Maximus Meridius.
You notice Nita him last week? Him coming there now, never have a nut hat. When George is to come up, him have a but it's okay. Yeah, that hat.
Morning, Teeks.
Happy birthday, belatedly. Happy birthday, belatedly. Woo! Happy birthday, belatedly, TK Goodas.
Hey,
TK.
Look at T.
Tweety K. Technical knockout. Oh wow,
TKO.
TKO.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to you. Absolutely beautiful. We wish you all the best. May God continue to bless and keep you. The original. When you talk about girl can work under fire, under pressure. Earthquake queen, you know what I mean? TK, love you.
With that from her.
All the best, my love. Enjoy and continue to bask. Also, guess who will be having a birthday? Well, they'll be having it next year. Agent Sasko and Nicole McLaren Campbell. They're expecting twins. Congratulations.
Big up them.
Congratulations. They're expanding their family. Oh my God, I gotta tell you.
You know, when in 1 minute you're like, congrats.
Yeah.
Wow,
Then
you're expecting.
Twins,
wow.
fraternal twins.
Yeah.
A joyous announcement was made over the weekend during a vlog chat with Sprint legend Asafa Powell and his wife Alicia. So congrats. You're winning right now, Say we're winning right now. Nicole should get a twin right now. Hey. Because you're twinning right now. You're twinning now.
Hey, you're
twinning right now.
Twinning now.
Then we're twinning right now. Congrats, Jeffrey. Congrats, Nicole. And everybody who found out that they're pregnant over the weekend, congratulations to you. I know for many people, you know.
Congrats to the people who don't find out yet. The Casey, the wives of Casey who don't know yet. It was a celebratory weekend. Big up, Go for God. Celebration 16 years. We're going to go to mixtape. We have a great show lined up for you.
Oh, great. Now watch.
Tweeting right now. Tweet.
Everybody wants to read the band. Who you are going to blame it on? When it's a next man, you are the pet pan. Well, you're wrong. Nobody want to plant the can. Everybody want to read the band. I've seen you own a song, can't compete with Kelly's John. I was looking at start, just a little ease off. No one would help me push that full and can't them alive. People call on them sisters and home. Black people want go home.
shall we eat, so shall we eat.
Owners and independent contractors get affordable insurance with Sagicor Pro Shield. The time by Sagicor Life is
6:15.
Do whatever the crunch you want with KFC's popcorn chicken. Delicious, crispy, irresistible. Now available in hot and spicy. KFC, it's finger-licking good.
Are you living on or in possession of family land? Do you want to sell or subdivide the property? Use eLand Jamaica to search for details on the property. You can complete a title search and verify the owner before you sell the property. If your name does not appear on the title, register the land or clarify the existing title in your name before you sell. A title is a notice to the world of your ownership of land. For more information, contact the National Land Agency at 876-750-5263 or 876-946-5263. The National Land Agency, one agency, one goal to serve you better.
We love our country. Like you, we take pride in building Jamaica. The resilience of our people is cemented in our products, built to last for generations. Laying the foundation for thriving communities, we're committed to excellence and quality. Quality products, quality relationships. We're all proud Jamaicans, working hard, doing good, building a sustainable future for all. That same unbeatable spirit runs through us. We are made of Jamaica.
Attention motorists, it's time to switch to the T-Tag on Trans-Jam highways. Vehicles using the automated T-Tag lane are processed in seconds, so you can pass through the toll plazas far quicker. The T-Tag makes it quicker, more cost-efficient, and safer for our customers, so switch to the T-Tag today and experience the convenience. T-Tag packages are discounted to only $1,500, including a $500 toll credit from now until March 31st.
Minutes after 6 o'clock on this Monday morning here in Kingston. It's 23 degrees Celsius. Here in Kingston, it's 21 out west in Montego Bay.
Yes, hi Montego Bay.
It's now time for your headlines with the one and only. Don't call him Saddam. Him name Adams.
Your artist.
And he must shoot like number 9, Ronaldo.
Thank you guys. How are you doing this morning?
Very well. How are you?
I'm nice. And I'm very grateful to be on the set with you guys.
Yes, great to have you. We've been seeing you on our screens. And it's nice when I see, young, upcoming, rising, burgeoning stars.
Promising,
promising. And I want to congratulate you on your efforts. And I wish you continued growth. And may you just apply yourself and acquit yourself well. And, when you're in a great place to grow, you learn, you grow, and you just go on do your thing.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. It means a lot coming from you guys as well.
Yes, so which way do you go?
Of course, Wilmer's Boys School. Can't you tell?
No, I can't, actually. I'm only seeing purple this morning. I'm sorry, I don't really.
Understood.
Yes. How much did you come again?
Me here say a 6. So me never watch champs.
Yes, so not a KC man, not a KC person. Because watch and support. He never even know him come. Yes, sir?
So me here, I wasn't covering champs this year.
Oh no, we always cover it.
All right, let's jump right into the headlines.
Yes.
So, of course, Kingston College has won the 36th Boys Championships title in a centenary farewell to Coach Grant. Kingston College added another chapter to their storied history by winning their 36th Mortimer Geddes Trophy at the Issa Grace Kennedy Boys and Girls Championships. The victory came at a perfect moment, marking the school's centenary and serving as a fitting farewell to outgoing head coach Leaford Grant. KC amassed 239 points, fending off 293 points, fending off a strong challenge from Calabar High, who finished second with 229.25 points. This triumph not only celebrated the school's rich legacy, but also honored Grant's outstanding leadership over the years. As the school bids farewell to their beloved coach, KC's victory was a testament to the strength, dedication, and the spirit that has defined the institution for over 100 years. Mrs. Kitty?
Yes, my dear.
I'm sure it was a grand weekend for you.
Oh, my goodness. Wonderful. And let me also hasten to congratulate Calabar as well and their athletes who gave a good showing of themselves. Yeah. It was indeed a very spirited champs. And you know, Dennis, it wasn't over until it was over, right? Because Calabar showed up. They showed their strength. They tried. They acquitted themselves very well. Right. So by no means was it a walkover, like, you know, So congratulations to Calabar, utmost for the highest. Yes. I think is their motto. Red Hills Road Massive, big up yourselves. You have everything about which to be proud. Also, congratulations to Jamaica College as well. Did very well. It was not a walkthrough. So it's not like you did sure. You know, because it was nail biting down to the last. You know what I mean?
For sure.
What I love, especially with, is watching the seasons that schools go through and the way that they have to rebuild.
Reset.
Because you can sometimes identify a definite peak or in a period of dominance. So like, yes, KCS won 4. So KCS had a period of dominance and a child in fourth form only knows victory, you know, and then like maybe some years from now, because it's going to happen.
Could be Woolmark.
It could be Woolmark. Right? But years from now, like for instance, recently when JC was having a fixed presence at the top of the table, and you saw improvements to their infrastructure, you saw improvements to their team, and then now maybe those students aged out, and it's a question of did you replace well, recruitment, etc. What are you getting?
It's cyclical, Dennis,
right?
You know?
And you go through seasons, you go through these things, and which is why it's all the more important. The things behind the scenes, because sometimes you have good talent, you know, but it is the coach. There may have been changes in the coaching team. Yes. There may have been changes in school administration. There may be changes in the Past Students Association.
And that's what I was going to say, because the Past Students Association plays a very integral role in the success of, you know, the track team, the football team, or lacrosse, or whatever it is, you know. So it's cyclical, so you won't be on top. And that is why, for me, Ronaldo, when other people are on top, clap for them, because your day too will come. Because nobody reigns supreme all the time. You know what I mean? So just clap for who is on top now, because I know, say, yo, may I go back, reset, do my thing, and I'm going to come back next year even stronger, you know? So
which is why I don't like when people lose poorly, and I don't like when they win poorly. I mean, when you drive past my school and throw nothing over there and make up
definitely not.
You understand?
Again, that's unsportsmanlike.
I mean, in high school, we were taught win well and lose well.
Yes.
You know? So, I mean, these are things that I like to see, but I do enjoy a school's dominance. Because there's coming a time when you look back, you know, boy, that might. It's just like when you go to high school, one house was winning all the time, and one house, and then you go back years later, and you say,
but then it's even,
the house they win now.
But even in football, right? Manchester United was like on top when you know, Sir Alex was there for years and years and years, and now it's like, you know what I mean?
I
remember when Pep was just winning. Pep was just winning. Man City, Holland,
and they drop off a cliff this year.
Exactly, and you're like, oh my God. One time it was Arsenal. You know, so everybody.
That was a long time ago, though.
No, very long.
You know
what I
mean?
Very long time, over 20 years.
No, Jesus! Oh my God!
It's like 2004.
Yes, precisely so. And as
morning, Mr. Wenger.
As you guys mentioned, it's now Kingston College's time, because if we remember, in the 2010s, Calabar reigned supreme.
Yes.
With the likes of Christopher Taylor, DeJour Russell, Anthony Carpenter.
Them said one day
and we saw a massive improvement in their infrastructure as well.
So I think right now it's just a rebuilding phase for Calabar. And for next year, definitely, I expect a much tighter competition.
It's going to be long, though, because Casey is just strong. But, you know what I mean? It's, you know, because 36 times, tell the truth, that is, nobody else has done it.
Who
like how we do
will win the next one?
Yeah.
All right.
All right,
So,
what you got next?
Next up, Jamaican banks raise branch fees, push customers toward digital banking. Jamaicans who rely on in-person banking are seeing higher costs as major financial institutions hike fees for branch transactions while keeping digital banking costs low. New data from the Bank of Jamaica shows that local banks have significantly widened the fee gap, with the financial institutions justifying the changes as a push towards digital banking, noting that nearly all transactions are now conducted online. While banks argue that digital banking offers customers a more cost-effective and efficient option, concerns persist about the impact on elderly and vulnerable customers who rely on branch services. With customer complaints on the rise and banks under pressure to balance costs and accessibility, the shift to digital banking remains a growing concern for many Jamaicans.
Absolutely.
I have been harping on about this for a while because what I don't like is we've been hearing the cost of running a bank is expensive. We are moving people out of the banking hall and making more services able to be done at the ABMs or ATMs, whichever one your bank calls it, or online. But if that is the case, you should not be charging me fees to do them online. It should be incentivized for me to move it online. There are certain things. I still remember when, as a teacher, me stop get paid check and it start go straight to my account.
Yes.
It was a revolution because like when you say, oh, I have to go to bank now, and like, people, it was just not productive. Like everybody going to the bank, leaving class, going. You want shut and go back? No.
Yeah.
You know, and you had check cashing places and stuff like that. No, we need to do these things. Yes, but you do a point of sale transaction. Well, I guess the point of sale transactions are difficult to not put a cost on. But there are so many things like you do a transaction. It should be as close to free as possible because that platform was created to save the bank money. But what we're having is
you're saving money and still charging me.
It has saved the bank money, but it not saved me money. Because it's reducing banking costs, which is increasing your profits. And so you're hearing about these mega profits. But remember, say our money in at the bank. Why the bank is able to make these profits?
And my thing is, you can't be cutting back on you're raising your fees, but then your service is falling.
Exactly.
Your gold machines are not working. You know, and also, Ronaldo, we have to remember that Jamaica has a wide cross section of people. Not everybody is au fait with technology, and you have a lot of elderly persons, mature persons, and even some young people too, who don't care for it, who don't trust it, because it's not without its own problems, and there are sometimes you get so nervous about, listen, me want to go in at the bank or deal with Ronaldo come and say, me come Tuesday, I'm going to deal with the young youth with the orange tie and they sit on right here. So I think it has to be hybrid. It cannot be that you're trying to drive your customers totally digital when your platforms that are sometimes also unreliable don't cater to
Which is why they're not taking them away. They're just raising the cost of doing for the people who want to do that.
It's unreasonable and unfair because some people cannot do that.
That's the thing. You have to. There needs to be a balance, and I think that people like Fitzjackson, who have been pounding the cause, for a while, they make that argument. Our money, so you're not supposed to charge us so much, you know. So. Yeah, that gap.
Balance.
And some argue that it's just $40, it's just $50, it's just $100.
It adds up.
Every nickel.
Exactly, because people like Dennis know Mrs. Kitty will spend whole heap. You know, local transaction them, all of the tax them and them.
Okay, so this is where I'm going to cut out now, like your eyebrow cut out. I'm going to right now, cut. Thank you, Renata. You just want to some of this thing. That's it.
Look at him shoes and he tell about me spending.
Thank you. Look at zoom in on the shoes, please, Daniel. These shoes cost like $200 US. All right, please. You see the socks on the shoes? I ain't looking at Ronaldo talking about money. I'm not up none of the shoes there. You see that New Balance there?
I don't have one.
All right, good. That's like a month's paycheck. If you know, you know. All right, good. We're going to be taking a break right now, but please do stay with us because on the other side, we have lots more to talk about on this Monday's edition of Sunrise. And we have some winners inside our studio and your coach. We're going to start the show, so you don't want to miss it. Please
That's right.
Stay tuned.
Supply all of Jamaica with the highest standard of gas products to keep you safe and well taken care of. Choose well. Choose IGL.
The time by IGL is
6:30.
I am Jamaican.
You are Jamaican. We are Jamaican. And the national budget is our business because it impacts every Jamaican. From healthcare to education
To the road conditions.
to security for my family. The national budget is my business.
No, sister. It is our business.
The national budget is everybody's business because it impacts every Jamaican. Visit the Ministry of Finance's website at mof.gov.jm for more information.
Should critical illness strike, don't let worry fill your head. Say hello to happiness and goodbye to worry with Guardian Life's new Ultimate Provider Plan. Secure your medical expenses in the event of critical illness ahead of time while benefiting from our investment portfolio and so much more. Give yourself and your family the peace of mind you deserve with Guardian Life's new Ultimate Provider Plan today. And live secure, live easy.
This is Grand Slam Trap.
Jif. 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 I make me turn up in ya. Move. Boo. Boo. Jif. I make me turn up in ya. Yalla. Aye.
Only
Jif.
the fastest.
I make me turn up over this up. One over this up. Them turn up over this up. See a hot girl me a call.
Need to pass your CSEC CAPE exams to get that dream job or to qualify for university? Then Distinction College is the school for you. We have locations in Kingston, Spanish Town, St. Elizabeth and Ocherius. Start day, evening and Saturday classes this coming term and sit CSEC CAPE exams for January's resit or May-June. Maths, law, science, English. We have the lowest school fees. Register before the end of the month and win an entire term free. Call us at 354-8560.
A smile on my face. Good morning, Mr. Obstacles. How you doing today? If I am living, I have to live it up, no matter the feeling.
Absolutely amazing. It's a brand new Monday. It's a brand new day. The last day in the best month of the year. But we are coming up on the Easter season, and it's still the Lenten season. And we want to know that what you've given up for the Lenten season. And I do hope that your weekend was wonderful. We had a very exhilarating weekend indeed. And we want to say welcome to Sunrise. Up, up, ye mighty race. And of course, right.
Yes.
That part, right?
You can accomplish what you will.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Marcus Mosiah Garvey. And of course, when you're here with us on Sunrise, we say thank you for choosing us as we will always choose you. Now, the dust has settled. The medals have been won and the champions have been crowned. And I got to tell you, Ferry. And a ferry again. Yeah, that's that. It's all highway for Hydel. And Hydel High School is on top of the world, securing their second ever champs title. And today we get to hear all about the road to glory from Hydel High School head coach Corey Bennett and the MVP student athlete Taifa Gao. She received gold at the girls in the girls class 1 1500 meter final with a time of what at 4 minutes?
37.34.
We can't even run from it. But I tell you, Jesus, when I saw her running, I said, look, and our baby ear them intact, running like the queen that she is. She also set a new record of 6 minutes 52 seconds, I saw. Yeah, 0.82 in the girls 200 meter. 2,000 meter, sorry, steeplechase final. And they're here. She's here. The coach is here. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations.
Congrats.
And congrats to all the Hydel athletes. How are you feeling, Mr. Bennett?
Relieved.
Yeah.
Relieved
Yeah.
that it's kind of over.
Yeah.
For the season. And I'm just really happy for the students who really dedicated their time to the effort of trying to bring glory to the school.
I mean, this is Heidel's second time winning the Mortimer Geddes Trophy. A lot of people didn't even count Heidel in at one point in time. Talk to me about the hard work that went into building up this team and getting you guys to the top of the podium at this time.
Well, they always count us out, you know, and we're happy about that. So we kind of work without any pressure attached to us. We were hearing a lot of pundits saying we're going to come third or fourth, and you know, we're comfortable with that. But we asked the girls to just stay disciplined. We had a kind of off-balance team where we were nice at the top in terms of the older classes. The younger classes were, you know, so it was a rough season. It was an up and down season, and I thought we just brought it together at the right time. We got some unexpected points from the lower classes that we didn't expect. The team just kind of rallied together, you know, and just did it for themselves, because we were counted out and doubted a lot. So
it's something you just mentioned about, like this concept of peaking at the right time, and that's something that I really wanted to pick your brain on, because you might have some of your athletes peaking just before at the events leading up to champs. You might have some of your athletes peaking at champs, maybe in the heats. How do you get so many of them? How difficult is it to bring a cohesive critical mass to peak at the right time?
Well, I mean, it's just how you plan the program for them. We tend to only focus on champs. You know, other schools will focus on various development meets throughout. And when they are at their best, we are still, under a lot of load. So we tend to just be focused on what we want, and we don't get caught up with losing early. Some persons are afraid to lose early. We're not, because we know where we are and what we want. But it's just, we do a lot of mental sessions, especially close to champs.
Nice.
We do a lot of, our kids work hard. And I think they're just really reaping the rewards of their hard labor. I mean, we've asked a lot of them because we train in the mornings before school. And so these girls have to be up from as early as probably 4:35 every morning. So getting up early to go to champs is nothing for them.
Yes, because they're accustomed, they're acclimatized.
Yeah.
But let me get to Taifa, because you are the woman of the moment, the young lady of the moment. I'm so proud of you. Taifa, which community are you from?
Arkansas community in St. Catherine.
St. Catherine.
Yeah.
What was that? What's your family saying? What's your community saying? What was the vibe like on Saturday night after you won?
Pot cover. Friday night, actually. They are very excited. They're happy for me, and they're just proud.
So with all the training that Coach just described, what inspired you or made you want to pick up all of that work to be able to bring your school on top and make yourself proud, because you've set records now?
Repeat the question.
Yeah, you took up all of this work. You weren't intimidated when Coach said, you got to wake up at 4:30. You said, no, Coach, it's all right. You actually just went and you said, yo, I'm going to do this.
Yeah.
What was your motivation?
Just my mommy. I have a good support system, and I always want to win, so I know I have to do it. In order to win, I have to work hard. So. Yeah.
Tell me about the weight of the armband. Is it a weight, or is it a catalyst? Does it drive you forward?
Both of them. It was a weight, and it drives me forward to know that I want to lead by example for my team, so that they can say that the captain wins, so I want to win like the captain. So it's a weight.
When you hear at the Olympics, some of the times Shelley winning causes everybody else to feel that much more, or Usain goes out and starts, or Asafa does something and it causes everybody. What's it like in camp? What's it like amongst each other? Like, how do you pull everybody up?
I just tell them that if they want to win, they just have to put their mind to it, put God first, pray, and just good vibes.
Good vibe. When you crossed the finish line, what went through your mind?
Oh, I did it.
Yeah.
I did it.
Yeah.
All that hard work I've paid off. I cried a lot.
Yeah.
Nervous, so just I did it.
I noticed the Hydel girls, like the hairstyles were nice. Was that a part of the whole vibe going into Champs?
Yeah, it's a tradition for us.
Nice. Well, is there anybody that you'd like to thank right now? You know, anybody you want to big up right now?
Thank my coach right here. He's always believed in me, my teammates, my family members. Just thank everybody.
Absolutely amazing. Coach Bennett, talk to me. Outside of winning the trophy and bragging rights, what does it mean to win Champs? Like, what else do we get? Are sponsors coming in droves to say, okay, Hydel, I see you guys. Let's help with the program, because I know that these track programs, they cost a lot of money.
They do,
what else outside of the bragging rights and the trophy? What get? What happened?
Nothing, to be honest. When we won in 2023, we thought it was start of something new. You know, our girls still do eat lunch for the most part. I'm hoping that this may bring some persons along, because...
So we need sponsors to sponsor Hydel. Yeah. What kind of sponsorship are we talking about, sir?
I mean, without giving the dollar value, I mean, I just think we just need to make sure that the girls can eat before training. I mean, most times these girls don't have breakfast. So it's been tough. I mean, even just through Champs, I mean, Taifa knows I have to be personally putting just gas in the bus just so that they can reach the Champs. It's been tough, you know, but...
Sponsors, private sector, persons who are talking about, you know, a better Jamaica, Mr. Bennett and the young ladies at Hydel, they're in need of your support. They have proven that they are winners. They have what it takes. And we're kindly asking that persons who are interested, persons who want to come on board to embolden their efforts so that they can continue to win and give these young ladies hope. We're asking that you contact Mr. Bennett and find out how you can help to galvanize the efforts of these young ladies. Taifa, what's next for you?
To go to college, further my education, and in track and field.
What do you want to be? What's your career path? What you want to do?
Right now, I'm not sure, but I know I'll figure it out when I...
Absolutely, just like how you finished. You have time. Just like how you win. But one thing I know, you have the winning blueprint, so you'll be okay. Because you know what hard work looks like, you know what it takes, and you have applied yourself. So wherever you're planted, you will bloom. I wish you all the best. Congratulations to you and your entire team. Watch time up on the screen. Miss Gal for you. That's right. World record, you know what I mean? Mr. Bennett, congratulations on yet another win. I hope that your phone will be ringing off the hook.
I hope so.
Persons will call you and come on board and support Hydel, higher for Hydel, and we love it for you guys. Congratulations.
Congratulations. Our guests have been Coach Corey Bennett and Hydel High top student, Taifa Go. Up next, we're running to the bank to cash in some investments in Money Masterclass. It's brought to you by Guardian Life.
And that's a spirit. And you can do it. Oh, that's a spirit.
There are lots of reasons to believe in a dog food brand. Great nutrition, great price, and your dogs love the taste. But what if it's also made for Caribbean dogs? No artificial colors or flavors, with an eye on the environment, so we only use paper bags. Then you will be just as happy as your dog, truly. It's true, we love dogs.
When opportunity comes knocking, grab it. When I got my piece of land, I saw more than just soil. I saw a future. With a JN Bank Small Business Loan, I grew that dream and built a better life for my family.
Start your journey with a JN Small Business Loan with small business loans as little as $10,000 and up to $4 million. Visit jnbank.com or contact us on WhatsApp at 876-295-1298 to get started.
Pedestrians, don't assume vehicles will stop. Always be aware of your surroundings. Remember, always use a sidewalk and pedestrian crossing where available. Safety is a two-way street, so look out before you step out. A message from the Ministry of Science, Energy, Telecommunications and Transport.
Should critical illness strike, don't let worry fill your head. Say hello to happiness and goodbye to worry with Guardian Life's new Ultimate Provider Plan. Secure your medical expenses in the event of critical illness ahead of time while benefiting from our investment portfolio and so much more. Give yourself and your family the peace of mind you deserve with Guardian Life's new Ultimate Provider Plan today. And live secure, live easy.
We are back for season 2 of Corner Office. We are highlighting small businesses, hard-working Jamaicans who are doing their own thing in their own spaces. People who are in their role, bossing up their role.
Let's go!
Let's get it! It's not if you own the company or not, it's how you own the role. Ice cream is coming. Guess what? It is your Corner Office. Season 2, bigger and better. And guess what? You think it's not yet? Check it out. Put the end of the place. Undercover. Easy yourself.
CVM TV and live Jamaica Premier League action on a Monday night. A match made in heaven. We call it Monday Match Night. Catch all the hard-pounding JPL Monday night action from now until the end of the season on CVM TV's Monday Match Night. Matchday Mondays at 7:4 to 5 p.m. with rebroadcast Tuesdays at 10 a.m. Nothing else can quite match up. Monday Match Night, powered by Sunshine Snacks and ABC Electrical.
Welcome back to the sunny side. Thanks for joining us. Good morning to you where we are. Good morning to our folks on YouTube. Remember to like and subscribe and share and hit the notification bell so that you never miss a minute of sunrise. It's now time for another Money Masterclass. It's brought to you by Guardian Life. And today, financial educator Carlton is back with a lesson on bonding with your money. He's going to be walking us through the different types of bonds available to you, the risks, the rewards, and how to keep your investment portfolio running strong.
Hello, Carlton.
Running strong. Champs just done this.
Yeah, you got that one. You got it.
He writes a statement pieces No, Chris, you need to make an offer to Carlton to be your brand ambassador because if someone else wear the clothes, then better. I don't know.
You hear that?
Nobody. No.
I think they need to have like a Mr. Universe and Carlton can enter.
Oh no, we're not going to enter that. But good morning, everybody. I hope that we're all going to have a wonderful weekend.
Yes, sir.
There's a lot to cover this morning because we're looking at how it is that we can build our wealth through the use of bonds. And I know we have discussed bonds maybe 2 years ago when I checked, a year and a half ago, a long time.
Yes.
Not small synopsis.
And the bond market was behaving in a particular way at the time.
No, the bond market is much better now.
Really?
Yes. So in the space, maybe within the last year, maybe 8 or 9 different bond offers has come to the market. And many persons may have gone into the bond not knowing or understanding, but even for this year, maybe about 3 bond offers, and we're just in the month of March. About 3 different bond offers has come to the market already, and persons need to know what this is and how it is that they can utilize this offer or these instruments to ensure that they are doing the right thing. So let us recap. What are bonds really and truly? They are fixed income investments where you lend your money to an entity, and the entity in this regard can be the government or to a general company in exchange for periodic interest payments. I've said before in previous classes that companies can raise money through 2 ways, debt and equity. You know that the equity route is when you purchase shares or they sell you shares in the company or ownership. The debt part, however, is when they can borrow money from a bank. But why should I borrow money from a bank when I can borrow money from Dennis or from Miss Kitty or from Carlton? And that is what bonds are really and truly. When they come to you and say, hey, lend me some money.
Yes.
All right, that's basically what are bonds. But the reason why I like bonds now, because in previous times, to get into a bond, Dennis, I'm getting at least $10 million to get into a bond.
Yeah.
But now, the threshold has been reduced, so you need less money now.
Right.
So companies are now democratizing wealth to the common man. You and I now have access. So if you never have $10 million before and $20 million to get into a bond, $1 million can get you into a bond.
Sure.
100,000 can get you into a bond, and there are benefits. Carlton, how does this work? Let me drop some key terms for you, please. You have the issuer of a bond. The issuer of a bond is really the company or the government which says to you, I'm going to give this bond because I want to raise money. So they are the ones borrowing the money from you. That's the issuer. You have the investor, and the investor are the persons that actually buys the bond, or the lender. So you and I were considered the investor in this scenario. All right? You have another term called the coupon rate, which is really the interest. The issuer says to you, I am going to give you this amount of interest every single year. 10% per annum, which is really the coupon rate or the interest payment. You have the maturity date, which is when the issuer will say to Dennis, Dennis, if you give me your money within a year, by next year, March, I'll give you back your money. That is the maturity date. Yeah? And then you have the term tranche. You hear the word tranche when you're buying a bond. And in French, the word tranche means slice. So it's a slice of the bond. So you will go into a bond and they'll say, if you give me your money for 2 years, I'll give you 10%. If you give me for 3 years, I'll give you 11%. So you can choose which category that you want to go into, which is really the tranche that you are willing to participate in.
Based on how long you can do it
How long you can do with your money, if you want to do it in Jamaican dollars or US dollars, etc. That's the word tranche. But there are different types of bonds. You have government bonds, where the government of a country can issue to you, the locals say, I want to raise money for infrastructure development, etc., etc. You have corporate bonds, which is where a private company will also come to the market to say, I want to borrow your money as well. And you have the international bonds, where you have companies from overseas who want to come to your local market to raise money accordingly. But Carlton, what are the benefits of this? Let's jump into this nice and quickly. Number one, you remember I said it's a fixed income instrument.
Yes.
What does that mean? It means that you are getting a fixed, regular, whether it's quarterly, whether it's monthly, whether it's annually, the interest is paying. So you can guarantee you can count on that money coming in, that income coming in a fixed amount.
So if you're risk averse, you might put some of your money, or more, you might, as you get older, move more of your money into bonds.
You're reached over this already. But I'm glad because we are understanding.
Yes.
So number two, it is a much lower risk, as Dennis just mentioned, it's a much lower risk than, for example, stocks.
Yes.
So it depends, and I'll get into why. Number three, you should use bonds to diversify or to balance your portfolio. So if it is that you have a lot of your money tied up in stocks, for example, you are the person this money that needs to go over into the bond market now to kind of balance out things, how they are going. And then it also preserves your capital. So if it is that you have a $10 million put down, and you know you don't want the $10 million shift or move or to go down, you put your money on the bond market. But obviously there are some risks as well. The risk, if you know you will not lend Carlton $10 million, $2 million, I'm a risk. Look at the company the same way. Will this company be able to pay back my money? If you're not too sure, do not go into that. If when you look at the financials of the company, you're not too comfortable how things are going, that's a credit risk that you have to look at. Can they repay back my money? That is important. Number two, liquidity. Meaning, you give your money over into this company. For 2 years, for 10 years, suppose they want it back by year 5, where you going to do? And suppose somebody doesn't want to buy back the bond from you. That's something I have to think about as well.
Is there a penalty?
In most bonds, you will get all the terms in their prospectus, so you can understand fully. And number three, you have the inflation risk. Meaning, remember, you're getting a fixed money every single month for 10 years, Inflation may go up. What will happen if inflation is more than the interest rate now that you're paying on the bond? That's something to consider as well. But when do you put a bond in your portfolio? Then he started to talk about it earlier. As you get older, for example, and you are less risk averse, you don't want to take much risk again. That's when the bond is for you. So myself, in my age group, Miss Kitty, Dennis, we know need to start take on the bond. bonds. We used to start on the bonds now.
Don't agree with Carlton at all.
That is the truth. At our age and stage, we're not 20 anymore. So Michaela and Paul can run go back strictly on the stock side. But as we get older, we have children, we are preserving, we are growing wealth. We don't want anything to happen to what we're putting down for the children. True. We need to be going into the bond market at this point in time. Remember this, me please. This kid now almost have a heart attack. Number two.
Yeah, call her old.
We're more on the mature side.
Call her old.
No, we're more on the mature side. Number two, the investment goal. What do you want to achieve in and truly? As I mentioned, you have children, you want to preserve your wealth, you want to pass on something to the children, etc. The bond side now is what we need to be. And the number three, depending on the market conditions right now, and the rates are good in the market now, so bonds are an excellent way to jump in right now. How do you do that now? Number one, determine how much money you have right now to put on bonds. Determine how much money you have can part with for a year or 2 years. Number two, choose the right type. Carlton Omega, no, that's where I come in. That's what I do. That's my line of expertise. So you need to know what to discuss the bonds. You need to call me up. And number three, monitor your money. Call up Carlton. I'll walk you through different type of bonds, where you want to do it, how you want to do it, all of that. But it's so important that you know what you are doing and call the expert. Case in point, Carlton, call me. So we can get this sorted out for you because we need to have something like this in our portfolio.
I like
it doesn't
that,
matter
Carlton.
the amount.
And we'll definitely need to, I need to ask you, when I contact you, about like what are some questions key questions we should ask our banker or whomever we're going to this, because sometimes you go to these persons and because you don't really know, they're just telling you. But let me have 3 questions. So and so and so and so, so and so and so, so that I am also informed.
Yeah, maybe we can follow back to that.
Thursday's lesson. Maybe we can do like a
questions to ask when you're going into the bond market or investment. Yes, I think it's important.
Nice. Thank you so much, Sir Carlton. That's all the time we have for Money Masterclass today. Brought to you by
Guardian Life.
All right, Ronaldo is up right after the break with the morning news. So please stay tuned. It's Sunrise.
Should critical illness strike, don't let worry fill your head. Say hello to happiness and goodbye to worry with Guardian Life's new Ultimate Provider Plan. Secure your medical expenses in the event of critical illness ahead of time while benefiting from our investment portfolio and so much more. Give yourself and your family the peace of mind you deserve with Guardian Life's new Ultimate Provider Plan today. And live secure. Live easy.
At the Carpet Store, we bring comfort to every step with flooring that blends softness and style. From carpets and rugs to durable vinyl flooring and expert installation services, we have everything you need to transform your space. And when it's time for a refresh, our carpet and upholstery cleaning service brings your flooring back to life. Visit us at 18 Dunbarton Avenue, Kingston. The Carpet Store, because you deserve the best.
Get tiles and get creative with your floors, walls, and all the spaces in between. Our knowledgeable sales consultants are happy to help create your beautiful finish with the latest designs in first quality porcelain, wood look, vinyl, mosaics, natural stones, and countertops. At Creative, you will get every tile you need for your residential or commercial projects. Creative Building Finishes, your one-stop shop for everything tiles. Visit our showroom at 5 Red Hills Road or call 876-929-5553. Get tiles, get creative.
Every child deserves a home filled with love. When hope meets heart, a new journey begins.
Welcome home, David.
Welcome, David.
Make it your own.
Family is built on moments shared.
Go, David, yes!
Every smile and every shared moment connects us with a brighter future. Here, you're not just welcomed, you're family. Foster hope, foster love, foster a child today. Contact the CPFSA for more information.
The Time by Hyundai or Hyundai 5 free payments, 3 years free insurance, or 3 years free petrol bonus is
7 o'clock.
The Transport Authority for this renewal period has launched its online application system, and we at the St. James Taxi Association has found it to be very, very helpful. It saves time, it saves money, and it has also improved the service delivery to our membership. I want to encourage other associations out there who may for some reason be a little bit reluctant to come on board, get online, and increase the service to your membership. It's easy. ta.org.ja. Time is money. Renew online, save time. I am Beyond Chance and I endorse this message.
Welcome to Morning News. I am Ronaldo Adams. Uncertainty looms as the authorities investigate another fire at the Pernell Charles Arcade in Kingston on Sunday. The cost of the damage is yet to be ascertained, and the number of affected vendors remains unclear. More from Nika Lewis.
Fire again destroyed a section of the Pernell Charles Arcade in downtown Kingston, just 4 months after the entity was affected by an inferno. At about 1:18 Sunday afternoon, officials from the Kingston and St. Andrew Municipal Corporation, KSAMC, were alerted by the Kingston and St. Andrew Fire Department that a section of the building was on fire.
Unfortunately, another fire occurred here at the Pernell Charles Arcade, just months after one occurred here in late 2024. This is confined to another section of the arcade where some stores were on fire. I believe that about 4 units from the fire brigade have attended with several members of the fire brigade who have put the fire under control, and they're now doing cooling down operations as well as assessing initial damage.
Members of the Jamaica Constabulary Force were at the scene to man the chaos as vendors hurriedly tried to save as many items as they could. Meanwhile, Chief Executive Officer of the KSAMC says standard operating procedures are being followed as they await the outcome of an investigation.
We're going to have a meeting led by His Worship the Mayor, the heads of the Commercial Services Unit, along with my administrative team. With the members of the arcade, they already have a structure in place with a president and an executive and so on. So we'll be meeting with them to conduct a walkthrough and an assessment. Again, I'd like to reiterate that our insurance coverage does not cover contents, but rather the structure and the building. So those things will have to be discussed as well.
Nika Lewis, CVM News.
Meanwhile, taxi and bus operators are to expect money back when going to Total Energy's service stations. Adrian Williams tells us how the gas company, along with the Transport Operators Sustainable Development Services, TODS, will give the sector a long-deserved benefit.
Transport operators will be benefiting from a $49 million giveback from Total Energies Jamaica through partnership with the Transport Operators Development Sustainable Services, TODS, Lasco Financial Services, and the Courts Ready Cash. TODS President Edgerton Newman breaks down the benefit for operators.
What they will get, $3 back for every liter of gas they purchase. Of course, you must get your Lasco Gold Visa card.
With the Lasco Gold Card, operators can save up to $107,000 annually.
Every taximan at the end of the year will save $78,000. Every taximan. And the busman will save $107,000.
Sanjeev Shiasanka, Commercial Director of Total Energies Jamaica, is encouraging all operators to get on board so they can secure this benefit.
And we are also targeting all the TODS members to be able to sign up to be able to receive the card. And we are also giving away vouchers to our loyal customers of Total Energies Barnett Street so that they are able to also fill up some of their tank thanks to Total Energies. It's on the house.
Dealer for the Barnett Street Total Service Station, George Hamilton, started a similar initiative in 2017, but is now glad some of his biggest customers can benefit even further.
I'm very satisfied that taxi drivers are getting money back in their pockets. You understand?
taxi drivers are now making a profit?
Well, it's very sufficient for such to get a discount of $3 per litre. Very much, every dollar counts.
The sector is one of those sectors that is very much ill-treated by this country. There are low fares and just about everything that is not good. The transport sector for the past about 50 years. And this is one of our best offer that had come to us since sliced bread, since we started operation.
Adrian Williams for CVM News.
Over to sports now. In CVM TV's Sunday match day, league leaders Mount Pleasant were forced to settle for a 0-0 draw at home against a red-hot Tivoli Gardens in the Ray and Nephew Jamaica Premier League. Despite their 15-game winless streak against Mount Pleasant, Tivoli will take the point, especially after collecting 13 from a possible 15 points in their last 5 matches. The result keeps Mount Pleasant firmly on top with 69 points, while Tivoli hold on to 6th place, the final playoff spot with 46 points.
JPL Review, powered by Sunshine Snacks and ABC Electrical.
Today we came here with a purpose, and I think that the players did well because, Mount Pleasant is a quality team, and what we did today, we nullified their offense. We got a clear chance that, Pennycook really made that effort to execute, but that is something that Pennycook learned from Tivoli during the time he was there. But overall, it's a good game. A lot of people that think that, the fact that it's a stalemate, no goals have been scored, it was a good game. But both teams played well tactically as it relates to the defensive organization.
Good job. Coach Whitmore, many made much of the fact that you were inactive. Do you feel that played a part today in terms of your team and the way they went about it?
No, I wouldn't say that played a part. I think we were a bit off today in terms of our execution. I think we didn't create enough goal scoring opportunity, but some objective met. We kept a clean sheet this afternoon despite not scoring, but we move on to the next one.
How much credit you give to your opponent in terms of the way they set up and the way they went about it today to try and nullify the way you
Well, I think they would have achieved the objective. They came here not to concede, and they leave with a point. So I think they should be pleasing.
All right, so we're showing you some results from today. So 0-0 between Mount Pleasant and Tivoli Gardens from our commentary game here. Harbourview, valuable 3 points, 1-0 beating Dunbeholden. Molynes and Humberland share the points after a 1-1 draw. Racing beat Avere United 2-0, leaving 3 games to complete match week 33. Mobay and Portmore United, Chapelton Maroons and Waterhouse. And the big one of the match week, Arnett Gardens and Cavalier.
JPL Review, powered by Sunshine Snacks and ABC Electrical.
And that's it for Morning News. Join us again at noon for more from our news and sports desks. I'm Ronaldo Adams. Sunrise continues after this.
Pedestrians, don't assume vehicles will stop. Always be aware of your surroundings. Remember, always use a sidewalk and pedestrian crossing where available. Safety is a two-way street, so look out before you step out. A message from the Ministry of Science, Energy, Telecommunications and Transport.
Recycling Partners of Jamaica. Yeah, we got to make a change, and we have to do it now, can't wait for later. We put plastic in its place, and we all can agree that will be safer than in the gullies and in the drains. Recycling Partners of Jamaica. We put plastic in its place, yeah, the place of it clean. PET, the top of the ethylene. HDPE, buckle up, it get screen. Baby to granny, everybody roping. Yeah, we got to go green, you know what I mean. See the sign from the bin, if we drop it in through car window, you flick, that another thing. And we don't want no garbage in this game. No, we handle it up, bug them are not the same. So listen up, Jamaica, I'm saying it's time to make a change. Recycling Partners of Jamaica. We put plastic in its place, and we all can agree that we'll be safer than in the gullies in the every rains. Recycling Partners of Jamaica. We put plastic in its place.
Are you living on or in possession of family land? Do you want to sell or subdivide the property? Use eLand Jamaica to search for details on the property. You can complete a title search and verify the owner before you sell the property. If your name does not appear on the title, register the land or clarify the existing title in your name before you sell. A title is a notice to the world of your ownership of land. For more information, contact the National Land Agency at 876-750-5263 or 876-946-5263. The National Land Agency, one agency, one goal to serve you better.
From corporate events to unforgettable weddings, from thrilling sporting events to dynamic exhibitions, this is where it all happens. Experience a place where dreams come to life, where connections are made, and where memories are created. Start your journey with us today. Call 876-622-9330 or visit mbconventioncenter.com.
Thank you so much for staying with us, and it's always great to have you back. Well, champs may be over, but the debates are still running and raging at full speed ahead. It's time for another edition of Law and Order JA, and the question sent in to us today reads as follows. Are the rules applied to the Boys and Girls Championships too draconian for students at the secondary school level? Are we holding children to an unreasonable professional standard? Well, helping us ventilate these issues this morning is attorney at law Toni Smith, and we're going to discuss the rules of the track. Good morning, Toni, how are you doing?
Good morning, and thank you for having me.
Very well. A little birdie told me that you were also a student athlete. True or false?
Through.
Through and through. And for which institution?
The Campion College.
Campion College.
Right.
Who knew? All right. Lovely. Well, talk to us, Toni, and because, you know, the debates have been on, persons have been talking about the false starts, the rules in general. What say you on the matter, counsel?
Well, firstly, the rules that govern athletics in Jamaica at the ISA level would be the word athletics rules. Mm-hmm. And I think that's actually a positive thing because we're holding athletes to a professional standard. Mm-hmm. We're preparing them for the professional world. But we have to strike the balance between development of the youth and that professional standard, because the reality is they're still children. Mm-hmm. It's supposed to still be fun. Mm-hmm. So I think now we need to find out what could be a sweet spot, a good common ground.
So what would be draconian? Because I'm not privy to the rules.
Certainly.
I'm not familiar with all the rules.
Certainly.
Of the ISA Grace Kennedy Boys and Girls Championships.
Right.
So when you talk, well, these individuals are asking about draconian rules.
Right.
What are they talking about, really?
Okay. So
and what would be a draconian rule?
Okay, well, you mentioned false starts, so I will just start there. For instance, the World Athletics rule is that there are no false starts allowed in a race. So once an athlete is adjudged to have false started, that athlete will no longer be able to compete.
Right.
However, what I believe in terms of relaxing that rule, if possible, at the secondary level, would be, for instance, to impose that rule at the class 2 and 1 level, and probably allow for one false start in class 3 and 4 to allow to facilitate the youth development, and then also it would still serve the purpose of preparing them for professional athletics, because when they would have now risen to class 2 and 1, then the rule would be applied at that level. There are other instances where rules can also be relaxed, but I think ultimately applying the standard at World Athletics is still good, but we need to find again that nice sweet spot, that balance to help to, you know, alleviate the pressure from the athletes.
But I can hear probably the persons at ISA are, saying that, listen, we're not here to relax the rules.
Right.
The students ought to rise to the occasion.
Certainly.
Many of them are on the cusp of actually leaving high school.
Right.
They're going into, they want overseas scholarships. They want to run in professional circles. Therefore, you have to start training them from now.
Certainly.
So why not even just get them acclimatized from now? Because when they go out in the real world, that's what it will look like.
Well, I understand that, and that is a fair point. And that's why I started by saying I do support holding athletes to professional standard, because we take track and field seriously. Yes. It's not just fun and games. Right. We want to ensure that we are developing the next generations of Shelly-Anns and Usains. Right. But that's why I think that the relaxation can be at a lower level, because ultimately, if there is any, and I'm not advocating that it must be done, I'm just saying let us start the discussion, because if there is any, then I really believe that it could just be at the higher level where we implement it strictly.
Okay, yes. All right. So in terms of natural justice, right?
Certainly.
And, what we call get fair hearing, and of course giving due process.
Certainly.
Talk to us about that and how schools can ensure, because there are many schools who dispute or will have discrepancies with certain penalties that are handed down, right? Disqualification of a student for different reasons, right? But sometimes schools are saying, well, we didn't have enough chance or enough opportunity to ventilate our issues. How do they deal with that, or how should schools proceed and deal with that?
Okay, that's an excellent question, and I think that we focus a lot on the technical aspects of the sport. So we have the good coaches, we have the good advice for the track and field in terms of preparation for competition. But I think to answer that question, ensuring that an athlete manager, for instance, a school manager, or even the coach, him or herself, is au fait with the rules of the competition. How many of these managers are actually reading the rules themselves? That is how they will know that they can have the right. There's a jury of appeal. They can lodge a protest. Can they ask for the athlete to run under protest? There are specific rules that state that, yes, that can be done, but not in all circumstances. If it is that, for instance, the race has been called to be a false start, but it was done under the use of the World Athletics officiating system, which is that technical system where they have on the headphones and they're listening out for that signal to say there was a false start. If it is used under that system, then the athlete cannot run under protest, for instance.
Yes.
But if it was not, with many athletes, with many meets, we do that without the official starting system, then the athlete could run under protest. But if the
what does it mean to run under protest?
Oh, thank you for that. Under protest meaning that you don't agree with the call, but you still allow the athlete to run and compete and finish the race, and then now you can make the determination after to see if they'll be disqualified. Whereas if you didn't allow them to run under protest, then they would have just been out
disqualified.
Before. Right,
okay.
Certainly. But that application of that rule is very technical, and so if you did not know how it could be used in terms of having the knowledge either as the coach or the athlete support personnel, then the athlete would not have benefited from that.
So, counsel, it sounds to me like as part of the cadre of persons that institutions have going to champs, they need a lawyer there.
Right.
Because a lot of these matters, if they had an attorney to advocate on their behalf, then maybe those, because if you don't have your lawyer, I may have my lawyer for defend my thing, acquire my thing, and write the letter quick and fast and quick, please and thanks and
raps.
Yeah, and you don't have yours, and then nobody talks up for you. Are you to blame me because I do my due diligence? My attorney or attorneys are there to advocate on my behalf, to say, no, actually, this was not done properly, or this was not adjudicated properly, so on and so forth, and have a rebuttal. Should our schools maybe think about that part as well?
Okay, I love that question, and not just because I have a passion for athletics and also because I am also qualified in sports in sports law. I really do believe that the opportunity exists for that to happen. I mean, I understand that not every school may have that the benefit of doing that, but even having a group discussion at the coaching level to say that athletes should benefit from having the support of a J3 appointed attorney that would be able to be on the field or in the mix, so that person can look out for the interests of the athlete, because independent of having their own attorney for each school, the idea is that we want to ensure that athletes get a fair chance.
Yes.
And when there is no person to advocate for them, then it's just really they're left to the mercy of the official. And so the balance, as you can see, it's unfair in that regard.
Yes.
So I really do believe that including attorneys, especially attorneys who have knowledge of the sport.
Like for example, you have an LLM in sports law. That's a master's in law.
Certainly.
Law.
Right. So,
very well.
So I really believe that using that knowledge to help athletes would be a positive thing.
Well, guess what? Maybe we need to have you on sports commentary or something. over here. But thank you so very much
You're
for
most
sharing with us this morning.
You're most welcome.
And that is something, that the ISA cohort of persons can look into, as well as schools for their own benefit.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so very much.
You're most
Lovely.
welcome.
That was Attorney at Law Tony N. Smith helping us to examine the legal side of track and field regulations. Up next, it's all about football. Yes, the Jamaica Premier League action continues with Dennis and Nathan bringing us the details for tonight's big match right after this.
It's International Women's Day all month long. For her day, her deals. 7,500 bonus points on new Sagicor Bank credit cards. Special rates on auto loans and mortgages. Discounted trading fees from Sagicor Investments. A free dash cam or tire inflator with Ultimate Woman Auto Insurance from Advantage General Insurance. Plus, tailored products like our Sagicor Life Total Woman Life Insurance Plan. Accelerate action towards financial empowerment. Call 888 Sagicor. Conditions apply.
For all your electrical needs, visit ABC Electrical Sales. We've got everything, stocking top brands like CNCs, Philips, and Allen Bradley. We guarantee quality and reliability. Shop with us and save with even free island-wide delivery. Conditions apply. Visit us at Shop 8 Hagley Park Plaza, Kingston 10. Call 876-754-3714-5 or 876-754-3825-8. ABC Electrical Sales, for a better choice in electrical business.
Pedestrians, stay alert. Keep your head up and stay off the phone while crossing the road. Don't be a distracted walker. Every step matters. Look out before you step out. A message from the Ministry of Science, Energy, Telecommunications and Transport.
Hey you know all the people in your business?
You should take advantage of CVM TV's unbeatable small business advertising package. Trust me.
And get your goods and services in front of your customers today.
For $150,000, you get a high-quality professional commercial.
Plus 20 prime-time commercial spots.
That's massive exposure at a fraction of the cost.
Including on the #1 morning show in Jamaica, Sunrise.
So don't wait. Call us on 658-208-5377 and see your business goals happen right here on CVM Television.
Champions to their home turf. High-flying Arnett Gardens continue to look to cement a top 2 spot, while Cavalier are seeking to rebound from a shock midweek loss. And you can see it happen on Monday match night on CVM TV. Monday, March 31. Kickoff is at 7:45 p.m.
Monday match night, powered by Sunshine Snacks and ABC Electrical.
Thanks for making it sunrise. Good morning to you. It's CVM TV's Monday Match Night. It returns once again this evening. The feature kickoff is going to be, of course, the Premier League final round of fixtures that give us another clash of the Titans. Arnett Gardens are going to be hosting champions Cavalier at the Tony Spalding's Sports Complex. The kickoff time, of course, is at 7:45. Live and exclusive free-to-air coverage can only be seen right here at CVM TV. Nathan Curtis, our resident football analyst, he joins us again to give us a scoop. What are we expecting, Nathan?
You know, that's a throw the form book out the window. I think this is one of those you throw the form book out the window. This is two big teams, and it has not been able to beat Cavalier all season. So, even though it's Cavalier in the jungle, and it kind of want to prove a point.
Is Cavalier playing like a defending champion?
They are not.
Because I know they're not in a position right now looking like they're going to defend their title. Of course,
based on the league table, they're actually in trouble because they have 2 games in hand or 3 games in hand for most of the teams. They're just about I think 3 points above 6th place right now. And you have teams like Racing who do have a few games in hand who can pip them. So it's an interesting one. And Cavalier don't really want to lose this game, because losing this game means that you're giving up those games in hand that you have as an advantage. Right. And you're putting yourself in a position where you thought you had it on easy street to be able to make the playoffs.
Watching Cavalier in the Champions Cup, even before playing against Inter Miami, but even in the Inter Miami first leg, they looked really good against regional and other CONCACAF teams. Why is it not together locally?
So I don't think it's that it's not together. You're talking about a team now that when you take the Caribbean Champions Cup and you take the CONCACAF Champions Cup and you put all of those games together, this is a team that has played easily 15 more games than every other team in the Premier League. So this is a team that is tired. And it's starting to show. It really is starting to show.
As the season wears on.
And I think the greatest challenge for Cavalier right now is that squad rotation, to be able to keep the squad fresh, to be able to push on, to kind of give themselves that extra impetus. But again, when you have 3 games in hand, you're still there. Coach Speed is too much of a veteran. He's too much of a man who's seen it and done it all to make these slips. I don't see them falling out of the playoffs. I don't see them falling out of the playoffs. So to be very honest, I think that 6th place fight is between Racing and a Waterhouse right now. I don't see Cavalier putting themselves in that position. And if they do, this is a team that has too much quality to be able to not be able to get there. So I suspect that you're going to see, like tonight, it's one of those games where Cavalier is going to show up for the sake of showing up. Right? No matter where they are, when they come up against certain teams, Cavalier finds a way. So yes, they lost to Humble Lion last time out, but they're going to show up against Arnett. That's a feeling.
But show up, will that be enough? Do they have enough firepower? Because at the end of the day, the team who scores more goals
wins the game. And I mean, when you talk about teams in the Premier League, no team has greater firepower than Arnett Gardens. They have shown that time in and time out this season. Like when you go into their bench, they didn't have Warner Brown for the last game and they won 4-0. So you're looking at the next level players, the next level strikers in the Rashiki Kelson, who are still being able to find the goals. A Fabian Reed who's coming off the bench or starting and finding the goals. This is a team that has about 5 players who could have been in the top 5 for goal scorers this season. So you're talking about a team that's well equipped, but you're also talking about a team in Cavalier that has a reggae boy mainstay in Richard King in defense, that has a striking quality of John Maher Calvin, that has throughout the length and breadth of this team, Adrian Reed Jr. You're talking about too many good players for them to just be counted out simply because of form and because they're tired. Again, any football team that's been faced with the kind of challenges they've been faced with, eventually you're going to
play football to face these challenges.
You do.
That's why you play football to be in the best competition.
But the truth is, the unfortunate thing for the Jamaica Premier League teams is that you don't find this week in, week out. So when you're watching Premier League and you're talking about the best teams in the world, they're built to be in the Champions League, the FA Cup, the Carling Cup. They have a squad depth that can pull out a youth player to come play 10 games to keep their top strikers fresh. Here, that's not the same. You see other teams trying to build something like that in a Mount Pleasant.
Yes.
But when you look around the league now, that's not the case. And you're talking about a Cavalier team that's already built young. This is one of the youngest teams in the league. Let's remember that, So it's not like we're talking about a team that is going dig into them youth development. They've already dug into it. That's what's built the kind of quality that they've built. And to be fair to them, being where they are with the quality players that they have, with the type of coaching that they have, and the overall structure, this is a team that don't have no base, It's not a Cavalier that can go pick into a community and say, boy, this is my high school team. No, they've built this basically on their own. So that's a testament to them. And that's what makes games like this, Dennis, for me, you want to watch because the storylines, the narratives, the things that are attached to it make the game that much more interesting. Coach Gilbert versus Coach Speed, Coach Speed is the kind of man who's always looking to get one up on the big teams. So a team like Cavalier and a team like Arnett come together on a Monday night, must watch TV.
Big. All right, so what's your call? How do you see this one going?
I feel like Arnett just simply wants to get one over. A loss and a draw, I feel like they can take this one 2-1.
2-1 is your... All right, that's Nathan's prediction. Tune in at 7:45 this evening to find out. Looking forward to it. Remember, of course, it's Monday match night. It's Arnett Gardens versus Cavalier, 7:45 here on CVM. And of course, you can see more in the CVM News at 7 this evening, where they're going to be giving you an in-depth preview. Until then, we're going to say, stick around here on Sunrise.
I'm Jamaican.
You are Jamaican. We are Jamaican. And the national budget is our business because it impacts every Jamaican. From healthcare to education
To the road conditions.
to security for my family. The national budget is my business.
No, sister. It is our business. The national budget is everybody's business because it impacts every Jamaican. Visit the Ministry of Finance's website at mof.gov.jm for more information.
Millions of people are attacked by harmful mouth bacteria. The root cause of bad breath, gum problems, cavities, plaque, and tartar. That's why Colgate combined the best science and technology in Colgate Total. Unlike others, its superior formula fights bacteria and creates a powerful protective barrier for up to 24 hours to prevent them from coming back. Take control of your oral health with Colgate Total.
Jamaica, it reach! Introducing the Mother's Rewards app. The same mother's food you love, now at your fingertips. Sign up easy and get a free patty. Earn points whenever you visit any select Mother's location and redeem those same points for discounts later on. Order your favorites for pickup or delivery. No long lines. Plus, spin daily to win prizes and discounts. Yes, daily chances to win. No need for say nothing more. Download the Mother's Rewards app now. Mothers, loving every bite.
Get home with NHD. More possibilities. Get home with NHD. Turn a dream home into reality. From vision to foundation for many generations. Home buyer or home builder. Get to your destination. Get home with NHD. More possibilities. Get home with NHD. The key to your home.
We are champion, you are champion, we are champion, champion. From east to west, what you say? From 8768, that's how I flex. Big game energy, gold medal on it. On the field, on the court, champion mindset, champion mindset, champion mindset. We strong, we fit, we fast, we quick. We not back down, we born for this.
I gotta tell you, girls got skills up in this. Good morning and happy birthday belatedly to Sash Nicole Walker. Hey, Nikki.
I know that name, Sash Nicole.
Didn't you know? Maybe I'm the teacher.
Sash Nicole. No, I know Sash Nicole. That girl, that name there.
Sounds familiar?
Sounds familiar. Anyway,
okay,
happy birthday belatedly.
Yeah.
Happy birthday,
yeah, happy
Sash
birthday
Nicole.
belatedly, Nikki. We hope that you live to see many more. Yeah. Of course, you know, Sage, Mommy Doreen, your wonderful husband, Mark, and LJ. We love you, right? So, MJ. So we love you. And from Uncle Ian and all of us, Auntie Charmaine, we love you. Hope you had a great day. And we wish for you many more. Also, happy birthday belatedly to Trevor Riley, Kingston College Old Boy, class of 81. And good morning to Miss Urquhart. Yeah, she watches the show.
Miss Urquhart?
Yeah, she's 92 years old.
Morning,
yes,
Miss Urquhart.
A teacher from Kingston College.
Okay.
Yeah, back in the day, and she looks so wonderful. They actually honored her yesterday, along with their former PE teacher. So you know them, just like you know.
Yeah.
I'm guessing years to come, the girls will be honoring you as a teacher. You know,
Big
Sir
up.
Dennis
Thank
Brooks.
you.
So
Thank you
good morning to all the teachers. But guys, listen. When it comes to sports, we're in the sporting season, and this young lady has come up with a wonderful initiative that really speaks to athletes about when they hang up their spikes, what to do, what happens thereafter. And of course, when you tell track goodbye, to what can you say? Hello. Well, this year, former track star and sports content creator Janae Robinson is taking matters into her own hands with the launch of her Sports Girly Tour, aiming to equip young athletes with the skills and knowledge they need to succeed. Good morning, Sports Girly.
Good morning.
Jenny, so you're an artist plus you're an athlete?
Well, I would just say jack of all trades.
That's it. So sports girl, well, let's get to your history a little bit because you're no stranger to track and field.
No.
Talk to me about your foray into athletics and what you accomplished and what led you to this point.
Well, funny enough, this all started with actually swimming. I started with swimming. Then I did dancing, recognized that when they were teaching the splits, that was not my thing.
All right.
Then I went on to track and field and kind of had this love-hate relationship until it sticked. And did that for a while through prep school, went into high school, did that, and I found that love not just with the sport, but with the stories behind the athletes. Because I recognize that when you hear the stories, it enhances what you're seeing visually.
Yes.
And for me, that's kind of what got me into wanting to start a movement like this. Also, because I did it myself, you know, the mental toll, the physical
toll. You know the
toll.
rigors, yeah.
Yes. You when you hear those stories of those athletes, trust me, it changes the perspective of how you view sports.
And that's why even earlier we were talking to Heidel, Coach Bennett, and Miss Gow. And, you know, I was appealing to corporate Jamaica and anyone who wants to help them because then it's not easy.
It's not.
You know, we see the finale, but it's not easy what they have to go through. And since so many of us get a pleasure and a joy out of watching the athletes, let us support them as best we can so that they can accomplish. So when them win, you actually feel good because you know what? I helped do something.
That's so true.
And not just benefit from it. So
that's so true.
Sports Girly, what is this all about? And
what are the components of
components,
the tour?
yeah.
Well, I would say that this tour started, I would say, by the grace of God. I think he just put this idea into my head and he said, Janae, do it. I never really had a set plan. I think as time went by, it kind of fleshed itself out. But I knew that the mission was to do more in the sports space because I have the platform. Now it's time for me to do some more, especially because I'm in the age group where I understand some of the struggles that they're going through. I'm a familiar face amongst, I would say, my cohorts. And I think they would gravitate towards me. And the talking points would target what happens after you leave high school. Also, for athletes that are in the sector right now that are doing it professionally. So the power of sports, breaking stereotypes, mental health and resilience, and branding and representation. 4 key things I think every athlete needs when they're going into the industry or whilst they are in the industry. As well as it's not just about the athletes, their professions surrounding sports. And these are key things that I think are very important.
Okay, nice. So what, you go to schools and you take over for the day?
Yeah.
How does it work?
Well,
you speak to athletes only? How does it work?
No, I speak to athletes and students that want to get into the sports space, whether they want to be an analyst, whether they want to be a commentator, a marketer, lawyer, photographer. It's like a brand trip for athletes.
Do you bring specialists from different areas?
So the beauty about the tour is I have an array of ambassadors, and they're all from different sectors. So I have sports photographers, sports lawyers, marketers, professional athletes, professional footballers, and for the students to be able to see their faces and be able to liaise with them, bounce the ideas off of them, the questions, the queries. That's one thing that my ambassadors have been saying to me of recent, that the questions that they're getting from the athletes are challenging them in their fields. And I think that's what we want. We want them to ask the questions they don't get to ask. Give them a voice while we have a voice to portray the information as well.
And give them some insight as well.
Yes.
Yeah. The truth is, and this is true in every country, that the majority of people who aspire to the top will not get there.
Yes.
You know, there are so many times when people say, yo, remember so-and-so when it big back in that 20s, like what happened to them? You know, or that footballer who everybody thought was the biggest thing.
Baller in high school.
Yeah, they never made it.
But then if we were talking about that just last week too, that many of the names that you oftentimes hear in champs, after a while, it's just, they just disappear into oblivion and you're like, where are they? But the things say him up on the circuit and then you just don't hear them.
You don't hear anything of them.
And sometimes, you know, funny enough, they aren't really given the space to really figure out what they want to do. So it's not that necessarily they want to stop the sport, but they don't have the tools to kind of keep them going.
Yes,
right?
The proper guidance.
And the proper guidance.
Management is where I was. Are you offering them guidance in terms of if they really want to do this, then these are the things that you need to do. Or if it's just that you're using this as a ticket to a degree, then do this. You know, I mean, how do you...
Well, the beauty about it is I give them options, because you have some athletes that want to take it professionally.
Yes.
You have some that, you know, in high school, once the coach see a talent, you come to training, and then after high school, it's that. You just did it because the coach said so.
Right.
So for them to see other options, and some of them, coaches see your talent.
Yes.
So for them to be able to recognize that there is possibilities and there are alleys out of sport that they can get. And so I show them the different variables and tell them that you have the choice to choose. But make sure you choose right. Because
So how do you choose the schools? And say, for example, the schools that aren't chosen by Sports Girly yet, how can they see or get the information about what's going on? Because I'm sure, you know, might not come to my school, but you're interested to hear what you're saying.
Right.
Well, I had selected some schools, and then as, you know, the tour started to get a little buzz, more people started to reach out. So you can reach out to thesportsgirly@gmail.com, right? I answer promptly. So you can reach out. I'm trying to go island-wide, right? Trying to get this into every crevice and crevice. I remember Manchester High actually reached out to me, and they were the second school on the tour. And when I went down there, I was pleasantly surprised.
Nice.
Those young ladies and young men are well-mannered, and they were eager to learn and to take in what we had to say. So for me, I'm open to going to any school.
How many schools have you done so far?
So 5.
Okay, very well.
Or 4. But we're going to Excelsior this week, and trust me, that's going to be an Excelsior past student link up. It's going to be exciting.
Wow, amazing. I love it. So where can we see, you know, clips or footage or get additional information and resources?
Well, you guys can follow on Instagram at the.sportsgirly, right? There's everything there that you need to know, and it would lead you to our TikTok page, all of the different platforms that we have, as well as keep you up to date with what's going on with the tour, with our ambassadors, whether they're performing for the athletes, whether they're performing internationally or locally. You get to see what's going on there, as well as keep up with the vibe of the Sports Girly, because trust me, it's exciting. I have a lot of fun, especially when I'm around the students, you know, kind of get a feel of back into high school a little bit. And you know, we're just off of the wing of champs, so it's going to be exciting.
Exciting days ahead. I absolutely love
it. I like finding niches and people finding their space, you know. And everybody trying to do the same thing.
Exactly. When there's not a space at the table for you, create a table for yourself.
Absolutely.
Janae Robinson, founder and director of the Sports Girly Tour. And if you'd like her to come to your school, reach out to her on social media. And who knows, she might turn up pretty in pink. And of course, helping to prepare our young athletes for success on and off the track. We throw to another break, but there's much more to come right here on Sunrise.
We are champion, you are champion, we are champion, from east to west. Oh yes, from 8768. That's how I flex. Big game energy, gold medal on it. On the field, on the court, champion mindset, champion mindset, champion mindset. We strong, we fit, we fast, we quick. We not back down, we born for this. Any game, any play, and we dip on the top from the whistle to the buzzer. You know we can't flop. Sports Girly, and we run the scene. From here to abroad is a global thing. Going hard for the goal, nothing less than a win, nothing less than a win, nothing less than a win. Sports Girly, where they are stuff to win. Big up every baller, big up every queen. From you is a champion, you know what I mean. Kick it off.
Hey you, we're the True Milk Crew. We're gonna tell you about the work we do to bring true milk to you.
I'm Peter McConnell, CEO of Trading Citrus. I'm here with my production team making our newest product, True Milk.
True Milk is made with 100% cow's milk from their own homegrown, naturally fed
production team,
processed and pasteurized at their state-of-the-art factory in Bogwell. True Milk is 100% cow's milk with no additives. True Milk is the real deal. Take it from the experts.
Move up to the best milk ever. Made by us, the True Milk Crew, right here in Jamaica. True Milk, truly the best.
Brunswick boneless sardines, perfect for snacking on a cracker, on its own. Snacking made easy, snacking made healthy, snacking made tasty.
The NWC's bill-free promotion is here. Be one of 350 persons to get $20,000 water credit when you pay your bill in full every month until March 31, 2025. And there's more. Oh yes, you can win $300,000, $200,000, or $100,000 cash in the NWC's bill-free promotion if you register for e-bill and pay your bill in full every month until March 31. Conditions apply. Visit nwcjamaica.com for details. Authorized under Section 58.3 of the Betting, Gaming and Lotteries Act, a part of the NWC's bucket full of goodies.
Kids today, college tomorrow. Sometimes it really feels that fast. Stay ahead of the growing pains when you grow your savings with CIBC Caribbean. Come see what banking better together looks like for you at CIBC. Ambitions made real.
Transform your outdoor space into the perfect place for unforgettable memories. With Outdoor Projects Limited, we bring style, comfort, and durability to your outdoor living. Visit 29B Cardiff Hall, Runaway Bay, St. Anne. Call 876-920-1949 or email outdoorprojectsjamaica.com to book your consultation. Outdoor Projects Limited, bringing life to your outdoor living.
This is the Aedes aegypti mosquito that spreads the Zika, chikungunya, and dengue viruses. Search for its breeding sites and destroy them.
A message from the Ministry of Health and Wellness.
The time by the Ministry of Health and Wellness is 7:45.
Sometimes all you want to do is get home. To the place where you feel safe, where it's all your own.
Hi, girl. Hi, Dad.
NHD, the key to your home, has home buyer and home builder loans to help you get home. And if you're planning to fix up the home you have, our home improver loans will help bring those ideas to life. With the NHD, there are more possibilities for you to get home. The NHD, the key to your home.
For all your electrical needs, visit ABC Electrical Sales. We've got everything, stocking top brands like CNCs, Philips, and Allen Bradley. We guarantee quality and reliability. Shop with us and save with even free island-wide delivery. Conditions apply. Visit us at Shop 8 Hagley Park Plaza, Kingston 10. Call 876-754-3714-5 or 876-754-3825-8. ABC Electrical Sales, for a better choice in electrical business.
All around the world, y'all know.
Back to free zone now. We're almost at the last leg of the Sun Olympics, yeah? But we can't leave without testing our resident athletes in the ping pong challenge. Yeah.
Athletes? Who?
Yeah. Athletes get paid.
Thank you. Athletes get paid.
We'll see which one of our hosts have real game and skill. Right? I doubt any of them have any, but we're about to find out.
So, Paul, you have?
We're about to find out, yeah? So behind us, guys.
You get A+ and a Z- them used to get.
What?
Don't stress me, Paul.
So you see behind us over here,
just
guys?
light.
We have some cups over in the forest area.
Stays in my cup.
In my cup, stays in my cup.
My drink
stays
in Richard Lowe.
No.
In my cup. Hey.
So what we're gonna do, guys? They have some ping pongs, some ping pong balls in their hand.
These balls are dented. You see this one right here?
They're gonna have to stand at the tape right here, and we have 3 levels. Yeah. They're gonna have to throw.
That tape is straight.
Look at the dent ball. See it?
Whether it's straight or not.
I've started at a deficit already. It's an injured ball.
Come on, guys, please step to the line for me.
That's what
step to the line for me, please. Ready?
Okay.
Hold on, not this lean.
Dennis, come on.
This lean.
Dennis, excuses. Would you like to step in front of the line then?
Renee, put it there.
Would you like to stand in front of the line?
Marginally behind.
You're fine.
I'm starting at a disadvantage.
Dennis, my balls are right there are lean.
Ready?
Yeah? So what are we doing?
To try to
You demonstrate.
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 So we're gonna be using this.
Yeah.
You're gonna throw it.
No.
All right, no, say a word, Paul. Yeah, man.
No.
All right.
You're throwing it. You're not passing the line at all, yeah?
So.
See the ball, I'll drop already.
I got you, no
So
worries.
what's the route? You have to get it in the top one before you go to the next level?
Or in
So we
A1.
start here, and then but if you realize it, no, just work out. Yes,
Remember the lawyer said the draconian rule. Shouldn't we just want to get it in?
This is not champs. This is freeze.
All right, let's go,
give us some music or
Please,
something,
yeah.
no?
Bare vibes. Okay.
All right, that was just the test run. Oh, God.
God help us all. Oh my God.
Guys.
I can't bend in this dress. I just say.
You don't need to bend.
Oh my God.
Dennis with the miss. Dennis again with the miss.
Okay, sorry your body, please.
Miss Kitty with the miss.
Whose idea was this?
Renee, Shana K, and listen, you see, and all them support the wrong school, and that's why
Guys.
them grudgeful and bad mind.
This is awful.
It is.
No, I mean you guys are awful right now.
No, this game is awful. Guys, can somebody call?
Would you like me to show you?
Oh my God.
I'm just gonna do it one time. You ready?
Oh, yeah! Guys, did you see that? Mario, please make sure you have the replay. You have the replay? Oh my God. Which camera? Ah! Oh my God. It's the replay. Ah! It's the fourth is in me. And the fourth is in you. And the fourth is with me. La 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 la. Oh my God.
Why, Dennis?
Threesome.
Why, Dennis?
But say I want to top the cup then. No, you don't say ready a wicked Dennis?
A wicked man.
Wicked.
Dennis.
So it's finished now.
No, you're not finished.
No, I am finished. I get one, I am satisfied.
Come to.
Yeah, Dennis. You see you now? And you just hype them up. Sorry, Eddie Paul.
Go on again.
Threesome, shot.
Finish with you.
Hi. Hi, Dennis.
Go to Dennis. No, man.
Mighty. So we can't just satisfy and say go home time. Go home in time.
And then it's the turn.
You know what I don't like? Ladies and gentlemen at home, our free zone people, they do these things deliberately to embarrass us.
We're almost out of time,
But
ladies.
good thing we're great sports, right? Paul, I'm going to give out your phone number, your address, and your bank number. Let me tell you.
Visit Paul at Eltham. Visit Paul in Eltham Acres, Spanish Town.
I just want you to know that Dennis is so determined.
No, I'm just using up the time.
Dennis is determined. If not move, look at the face. If just not move.
Oh my God. I feel like Michael Phelps right now on dry land. Oh. Guys, I don't even. Okay, that is it. Okay, I got my one. I'm satisfied. Big up to Kingston College. That's what's up right now. It's the fourth is in me.
I'm gonna take a shot. Let me take a shot.
But I'm done.
Guys,
Paul.
What an horrendous competition. Well, maybe
How many did you get though? How many did you get though?
Listen.
How many did you
I
get?
wanted to show up. I didn't want to make you guys feel bad.
How many did you get? Eltham, how many did you get?
I really didn't want to make you guys feel bad.
Whatever.
I didn't. It's okay. Next
time.
I
Eltham.
got you. Guys, we're heading into the final stage of the show and we return.
Oh.
And stay.
Okay, IT.
What's in my cup stays in my cup. I got my swag up high. You ever get bun yet? Me not talk about heartbreak. Me a talk about the bun with full of spice, raisins, and the perfect glaze.
Bun for bun.
So you do it now.
You have to get bun.
This Easter, you have to get bun from Mother's Bakery.
If them a hide and a bribe, you know we not sleep. Extortion them want, you know that not keep. Fight against corruption, turn up the heat. Load up the kickback and fraud when you see. Anti-corruption, join in the fight. Let's come together and make this right. When you see wrong, you feel open your mouth. Now there's a new avenue for speak out. We need a reduction. Make we fight against corruption.
The Integrity Commission is working towards a Jamaica where there's integrity, accountability, and transparency in public service, where acts of corruption by persons in public office will be investigated and dealt with transparency and accountability. Stand with us in the fight against corruption. Call the Integrity Commission Anti-Corruption Hotline 876-926-0001.
Make we fight against corruption.
Keeping up with the kids' growth spurts might mean it's time for a bigger fridge. Don't worry, at Courts we got you with up to 30% off appliances. Need to upgrade your home? Get up to 40% off furniture, electronics, mattresses, and so much more. Plus, shop today and pay later on 6 to 48 months credit with Courts Ready Finance. Whatever you need, we've got you. Only at Courts, bringing value home. Offer ends April 24, 2025.
Yes, Shanna K.
Morning, Shanna K.
Yes, good morning, Deandra, Mario, and the entire team behind the scenes.
Indeed.
We sincerely appreciate you guys.
You know who met on morning? Morning to
Michaela?
Abigail.
Yeah.
Sorry, is that her right name? Abigail?
Oh.
Abby, who is not here this morning.
Oh, yeah, Abigail.
Abigail, good morning. Morning, see them. I don't see you. You don't see them.
Okay, that was random.
No, cause see them supposed to be here. Today was Sidem's big debut.
Oh, Sidem. Oh, I just got it. Not that Sidem, but our Sidem.
Our Sidem.
Right. You have to put the caveat.
Oh.
Right.
May I ask about Sidem, but Sidem, not Sidem. Morning, Sidem. Get well soon.
Yes. We have some Michaela and
Michaela.
Leopold.
Yes,
Leopold.
Mm-hmm. Leopold.
Leopold, darling. Right, guys. You're terrible, Dennis. I gotta tell you. Remember, but big ups, of course, to Go for God Church. Pastor Christopher Morgan yesterday.
And the entire team.
Pastor Charlene,
16th
Pastor
anniversary.
Marsha was yesterday, and it was amazing. And
it was a blessing.
Yeah, how did you feel about it?
I felt really good. I was for the whole day singing the songs. Big up
to John Mark
Wigan,
yes,
Pastor
and Barbie.
Rhodes.
Yeah, we were at church yesterday all day. It was absolutely amazing. The fellowship was great, and we want to wish them 16 more years and 16 more years. And trust me,
Indeed.
Pastor Christopher Morgan, and of course his mom, Dr. Pat, and his dad are always wonderful, and such a wonderful church family, our church family, and you are definitely, blessing so many persons. So yesterday was awesome.
It was awesome.
And it was great hosting with you, Uncle Dennis.
Of course.
It was nice.
Of course. My church sister.
Come on, church. My church sister, my church brother. They don't know about that.
They don't know about that.
Nita don't know about that. They don't. Paul don't know about that. They don't.
Come on, church.
Paul, you're Christian.
Morning, Barbie.
Apostle.
Yeah, man.
Ready, you're Christian.
Yeah.
Oh, can't tell them that.
Church, I've got a prophecy in the building. Yeah, reach at 6.
Yes. But big up, to everybody.
Big up
Keisha
to everybody.
and Reed and Patricia. It was absolutely amazing. And Barbie, she does such a wonderful job. Barbie is
Announcements queen.
Announcements queen.
Announcements
at church.
queen.
Yeah. And to all the elders, all the pastors, it was indeed a wonderful time. Blessing.
Yeah,
and we're sending you guys off with a lot of blessing. I know that this week, Monday is a new week, right? And we're taking Dennis's outlook on a Monday instead of being depressed or down. And I know we all go through things, but once you're alive and you have hope and you have breath in your lungs, it's always possible for a new start, for something special to happen, and it's not over until it's over.
Today is the day.
Yeah, you still have hope.
Today is the day.
It is still possible for your life and things to turn around, all right? So just keep believing in yourself. And what you saying, Paul? Right. Hi, Abby. How are ya? Yes,
hi,
Abby.
Abs.
Yeah. So I just want to send you guys some strength, positivity, and lots of love on this Monday morning.
Push through it.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep moving. Remember, kindness is karma. So please spread as much of it as you possibly can. Be the blessing that you want to see. Smile a while and give your face a rest. Thanks to all our wonderful guests for being here this morning. And we wish you all a wonderful and a magnificent day.
All right. That's the time. See you tomorrow.
Yes.
Riviera.
Jamaica, yes. I think this is Closet Cloud, is it? Hi, Closet Cloud family. Yes, hi, Closet Cloud. Hi, Jane Fierce. Jane Fierce gave me an outfit yesterday. Turn up bad.
Anya's.
Yeah.
It was Anya's.
Anya's, yeah. Hey, Anya.
Yeah.
When we touch the stadium, you know say we jamming it. From them start the race, to Jamaica we say all the way. Jamaica, yeah.
Come et allez-vous. You know you are one, we say listen to the news. Jamaica mash up Paris, stop runner. Yes, I saw we beat, we are born up launch off, shot put a blast off, jump every hurdle. No, we no fall short. Action back when the celebration start.
Pot cover.
When the celebration start. When the celebration start.
Lighter.
When the celebration start. Place a down. When the celebration